What Devils? J-Dog back to answer some more Devil questions. And the questions we're going over today are on the video. Come on, you piece of shit fucking phone. Posted 2 weeks ago, old Devils talking shit about today's bands when theirs has done nothing success-wise. Ooh, this one might have some fucking pink panties in it, but let's fucking get the shovel Devils and find out if there is, because I can see some fucking messy vages on this one, but never know. Question mark, 2 down. Calls from the Beyond. Question, J-Dog, what are your thoughts on Morbid Angel's Domination album? Aside from David Vincent's weak-ass vocals, I think it's actually a really good release and underrated as hell. Memorable songs and great riffs. I bet if a newer unknown band were to put something like that out today, people would eat that shit up too. Yeah, generally speaking, I've always said I don't like fucking Domination as an album. And yeah, it's not like it's a terrible record. I just think it's a shitty Morbid Angel record. I mean, for one, it's like, where the hell are the goddamn blasts at? There's barely any in there, and Morbid Angel was a fucking fast band. I mean, hence Ultras of Madness, right? So it was kind of like there was no fucking blasts. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say there's no fucking parts, but it was a pretty goddamn slow record. David Vincent vocals suck shit on it. I mean, granted, kind of on Covenant, they kind of do too. And it's not, again, I'm comparing it to what they were previously. It's not that they suck, like this is your bad vocals. It's like, dude, your vocals were so fucking unique and awesome on Ultras of Madness. Like, literally, who the fuck sounded like David Vincent? Who? Name all the other drunken death metal bands that are around at the time. The closest would be kind of like Malevolent Creation. And I don't think those even sound like fucking, those don't sound like David Vincent, but it's not necessarily a growl. It's not necessarily a scream. It's kind of like that in-between snarlish. So, I didn't think Malevolent Creation sounded like him. Cannibal Corpse didn't sound like him. Suffocation didn't sound like him. Baphomet didn't sound like him. Monstrosity didn't sound like him. Obituary didn't. Death didn't. You know, all the death metal bands around the time. So it's like he had like, I just like to use that card because like when people like, growing up like my mom or dad or whatever, they all sound the same. You can't even understand what, it's just these growling vocals. I'm like, fuck you talking about? No, they don't. Like, now don't be wrong, there's tons of bands nowadays you put it on, you can't tell the difference. But that was so fucking great. And that's why the oldies are the best for the most part. And again, I'm not gonna fucking rehash that. I'm not some old guy over here that's saying every fucking new band sucks. But what I'm saying is the earlier bands from like, let's say the 80s up until about 92, 93, most of the time, they had their own fucking character. They didn't sound the same. You had Mortician. Put that up next to Love and Creation. Doesn't sound anything like them. Put that next to Monstrosity. Doesn't sound anything like them. Put that next to Suffocation. Doesn't sound anything like them. Put that next to Carcass, being like a gore grind band. That doesn't sound like them. You know what I mean? So it's like, what are you talking about? And then, like I said, Morbid Angel. Then the next is Sinister. None of those bands sound alike. Like, literally none of them sound alike. Like, so what the fuck are you talking about? So I liked it for that sense. But Domination, so going back to it, is like, one of the huge parts I loved about Morbid Angel was David Vincent's voice. And I mean, he was a good, I know some of the older Devils are fuck Ultras of Madness, the one or two out there that there are, Abominations only. He was a good fucking replacement to Mike Browning because he was carrying on that similar style of vocals because Mike's vocals were in that snarlish fucking just raspy devil voice or whatever the hell you want to call it. Not a fucking Chris Barnes growl, right? So then, when Covenant comes out, which I do like Covenant, but actually at first I didn't even really like that album. And the reason was I didn't think the song sucked or anything. I actually always thought Rapture was a good song. It's just like, why the fuck did he change his vocals? And from what I heard, is that he said in interviews because he quit smoking. It's like, well, it sounded like you started smoking. Wouldn't it, like, why would your voice be deeper? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, but who the fuck am I to say? I'm not inside his body. But, and if that was the case, fuck, just keep smoking then, brah. Your vocals were way fucking better. So when he changed them, it's like, what is this? So, but I do like Covenant now, but for that very reason. So the biggest reason on Domination was the vocals I didn't like. And then also, yeah, it's out of gas. It's sluggish. But the songs themselves, I don't think it's like terrible shut off. But I will say outside all that, let's just say it was another band. They're called Satanicus, right? And that was the album that they put out, was the Domination album. It's not even a Morbid Angel album. I probably still wouldn't have bought it because when I'm listening, I'm like, I'm kind of entertained, but I'm also pretty fucking bored at the same time. Now, after that, when they kicked fucking Davey Boy to the fucking curb, or whatever he left, whatever the case may be, and Steve joined the band, and they put out Formula's Fatal Flesh. I think Formula's Fatal Flesh sends that goddamn Domination home on a fucking stretcher. Formulas, I think, is a great album. Not too many people bring it up. Some people do, but and then the one after that, Gateways, it has some cool riffs, but Gateways is kind of like the Steve Tucker album of of David Vincent era. Like it's the Steve Tucker Domination album, even though he's on what 2 albums and then a comeback album, which I never listened to. But even Gateways, it's kind of like when I listen to it, I kind of like it. There's definitely some catchy, cool fucking riffs on it. But for the most part, when I'm in, I'm like, I'm pretty fucking bored. But Formulas, fucking great, and definitely destroys Domination in my book. So, in conclusion, to answer your question, I do not own Domination, and I have absolutely zero intentions on buying it. Ryan Exerta, J-Dog, question: have you ever thought back in the day a band would release a album every 1 to 2 years? I'm referencing the classics: Morbid Angel, Deicide, Bolt Thrower, Dismember, Carcass, etc. Yeah, all bands again that don't sound alike. All that shit sounds the same. Well, every band coming out nowadays fucking sounds the same or sounds like predecessors because nobody can fucking try to do something fucking different. And since you can't do nothing different, try to clone the shit that hasn't been cloned. We've already been on this a million times. Stop fucking trying to play Dismembered in tune. Beyond fucking annoying. I just want to bitch slap those motherfuckers when a new band in 2022 comes out and does that. What are you doing? And again, some of those bands I like because Entrails, they were guilty of it even on Tales from the Morgue. When I first came out, I was like, it sounds kind of like Left Hand Path mixed with Grave with a little bit more melody. That was my description. And that was, I don't know, but what was that, 2010? It was still overdone then, but the songs were so fucking good. Like Euthanasia, Blood Red. I mean, just absolutely fucking masterpiece songwriting, good songwriters. That it's like, okay, it has the sound, but it gets a pass because these songs are so fucking strong. But when it's just kind of like mediocre songs and it's like this sound again, I just want to bitch slap them. Like, what are you doing? Like, why would you think this is a good idea? Why did you think this was fucking needed? Anyway, we'll fucking go off. It seems these days maybe the younger cats aren't doing that as much. Yet, not only that, even the old devils. I mean, the old bucks that you mentioned, the Deicides, the Bolt Throwers, and all them, the Cannibal Corpses. Yeah, what kind of did happen? I guess laziness? I don't even know. Yeah, like for example, Cannibal, Deicide, them for sure. Wasn't it even Dismember? They were putting out an album. Yeah, basically every 1 to 2 fucking years. Like every 1 to 2 years, putting an album out. And then now it's like Deicide, for example, the last one was time flies. What was it like? Wasn't that like 2018? Maybe no. I take that back. I think it was 2019 because I think it was 2019. So let's say 2019. So that's 3 years. You know nothing's coming out this year. Very good chance you don't hear any talk about it. So very good chance nothing's coming out next year. So okay, at fucking best, we're probably looking at 2024. That's 5 years. Kind of like, God, what are you doing for fucking 5 years? Like, and the thing is, I kind of don't want to. A lot of these bands that I really like because I like every Deicide, and I definitely check them out once they come out. Almost don't want them cranking out an album every 1 or 2 years because what happens is now you have a larger fucking sample pool. You're more likely of fucking it up, right? More chances of fucking putting out something shitty. So kind of don't want a shitty album under the fucking belt catalog. Not that some of them aren't kind of questionable, like Till Death Do Us Part, for example. It took me several listens, and I do like it, but it's definitely not beyond awesome. It's a crappier record for sure. We've already been over in Torment, Hell, and Incinerate a million times, so don't need to rehash that conversation. But nonetheless, if they were to do an album 1 to 2 years for the last 30 goddamn years, not only would they have fucking, let's say, every 2 years, 15 albums under their fucking belt. Again, I guess they're not too fucking far behind that at this point. I never added them up. It's not 15, but it's not that much less. But anyways, so still doing them, they just have more of a chance of fucking it up. But from a business kind of standpoint and just forget the point if you're going to like them or not. Like a band like Deicide, it's like, I know you guys do this for a full-time job. Like, Glenn's not fucking working at Walmart or flipping burgers or working an office job. I know that for a fucking fact. So it is kind of like, what are you doing all day, man? Like literally, what the fuck do you do all day? Like, why can't you get an album out? I mean, again, strictly a business. I'm just using them as an example. Cannibal, same goddamn thing. Okay, well, we tour or whatever for a year. Okay, you tour for a year, usually then, and then a year off. Why can't you get an album done within a year? Like, in all honesty, 7 days in a week, 24 hours in a day, you're not employed. Like, literally, what the fuck you doing all day? Like, I can't even think. Like, I can't even fan. Like, I'd be bored. Like, I would literally, if I was in that boat, I'm getting a part-time job over at Mickey D's or something. I'm fucking bored. What the fuck are you doing all day? Because if it's not writing music, because if they're writing music all day and shit like that, let's just say you trade it like a job or even just a part-time job. Monday through Friday, I'm gonna write songs and practice my music for 5 hours a day. Surely you'd have a fucking album within a year's time, and then the other year to tour every 2 years. You know what I mean? Again, I don't really care. I'm not going to say, but I am kind of confused. King Diamond, don't even get me started on that fucking clown. Like 15 years, whatever the fuck it's been. Give me your soul, please. I mean, that was the last one. What year was that? Wasn't that like '08? Wasn't that '08? And nothing's coming out this year. I would bet both my testicles on it. So fucking, let's say it is '08, because that sounds about right. '10 at the fucking latest. Well, let's go with '08, because for whatever reason that sounds about familiar when that came out. At best, the new album's coming out next year. 15 years, brother? Like, what the fuck you doing? And don't give me this heart attack shit, because that wasn't much after '08. Okay, I'll give you fucking 5 years. How long does it take to recover and shit? You're totally fine. Your fucking geezer ass is on the road touring and shit. That's a hell of a lot more fucking physically strenuous than getting in the goddamn studio and having breaks in between songs, take a good swig of fucking water, maybe get a bite to eat. You know, 'cause it's not like he's doing back to back song, recording. Got all the time in the world. But hell, he's probably even doing one song a day. It's not, you can't use that bullshit. So it's kind of like, what are you doing all day, dude? And again, it's not a shot. It's not that I kind of care. It's just kind of like the way J-Dog fucking thinks, like, I don't know, just kicking ass in life or just doing stuff in life or just not being a lazy bum. I'm just kind of like, what are these guys, like, I don't understand, like, what are these guys doing all day? I literally don't know for the life of me what you're doing. You can only watch so much Netflix. You can only do so much fucking yard work or whatever your other passions are. You can only watch so much NASCAR to where that's just going to get, okay, like, what the fuck? You're doing that for fucking 8 to 12 hours a day? I mean, literally outside that, you wake up, you tidy up your house, I guess, eat your meals, you take your shower. Like, what the fuck else are you doing all day? Like, I just don't get it. I'm not talking shit, just don't get it. Ugh. Sam Halberts. Shout out to you, brah. Don't recognize the goddamn user ID. J Dizzy, my Nizzy. Got 2 questions for you. Goddamn, I got so many fucking code names now, it's not even fucking funny. Somebody add them up for me. How many goddamn code names does J-Dog have now? Was there ever talk about opening up a brick and mortar store in the past while also having the warehouse for online shoppers? Nuclear War Now opened up a shop in Austin called Eastern Front and just made me wonder if it was ever talked about among you guys before. Then he's got a second question. So let's knock out the first question first. Oh, yeah, it was definitely talked about several times. So basically, in a nutshell, so I don't make this a fucking hour conversation, Chase is all for, let's open up a shop. Fuck yeah, open up a shop. Have a storefront. Let's have it in fucking Cleveland. J-Dog's the one that's against it. Why is J-Dog against it? Yes, I see the benefit. Yes, I think it would cool. It would have its value and just honestly, just kind of its cool points. Why is J-Dog against it? Well, let's put it in perspective. Well, who does what? Chase works at home, right? I mean, I could count on one hand how many times I've seen him down at the warehouse in the last, honestly, probably fucking 10 years. I could probably count on one hand how many times I've physically seen him there. Which is whatever. He works at home. I go to the warehouse, right? No big deal. Those are the roles. So, of course, it's easy for him to say, let's just open up a storefront. Who's going to be there to manage them? Me. Last thing I have fucking time for is to fucking babysit a bunch of people coming in, or they want to shoot the shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for fucking having beers, eating wings, and shooting shit with the devils, but when I'm at work, I got shit to do. I just don't have time. Like, people come down, and sometimes I'm like, oh, fuck, because I don't have, I got shit I got to get done. I literally have shit I have to get done. If it don't get done, it's waiting for me. It doesn't get done. It just sits there and waits for me to get it done, right? So there's that. Another thing is, too, is he's talking about maybe having the storefront down in, like, Cleveland. Well, as far as I'm concerned, fuck Cleveland. Cleveland's a fucking shithole. Like, now, especially with this fucking wimpy-ass fucking society, what are you going to have? You're gonna, at the middle of the night, is somebody going to smash in a glass window because they don't like hell shank bangers? When you need men who go to hell? All these pink panty wearing fucking non-hetero fucking fucks that just need to go away? Bunch of wimps? That's going to, it's not guaranteed to happen, but there's a high fucking likelihood of it. I don't like the shitnism. I mean, people call us racist when we put out bands like Black Death, but we're racist. I mean, you literally got fucking retards like this in today's fucking society, and it's only getting worse. I don't want to be in the central of Cleveland. Fuck that. You're just asking for problems. Again, who's going to be there to deal with them? Fuck, this guy don't need more fucking problems. That's just asking for problems. And even if you can make the argument because it got brought up conversation, well, no, you wouldn't manage J. Oh, yeah, we'd hire someone, whatever. Get some fucking hot chick down there so that it draws in people. Like, we kind of said that jokingly at times. Again, I like the idea, but again, what I don't like is, yeah, we're out in fucking Valley City. I mean, literally the only thing you're going to fucking hit or see or fucking have a problem with is a goddamn cow crossing the street. It's literally a BF fucking eat, but I like it like that because we don't need all these fucking bozos coming down, these picketers and these Christians and who the fuck even knows what's out there in today's fucking society? These Antifa fucking douche canoes that I didn't even know existed until 5-6 years ago, and I'm like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. Any of that crap, and again, you only know it's going to get worse. So do we really need that unwanted, unnecessary attention in prime shithole fucking ass Cleveland? And any of you non-Cleveland guys that aren't from Cleveland, Ohio, don't let any of these fucking Cleveland douches be like, Cleveland's awesome, man, the land, fuck yeah, homo rock and roll, bro. This city fucking sucks ass, man. You come here, it's fucking nothing but goddamn ghetto trash down there, and half the fucking guys there, I mean, we got some true medalists. We do. Got a good handful of them. But most of them, they never even heard of fucking the Nile God, for fuck's sakes. Don't give me that crap. I remember when Gospel of the Horns came here, all the way from Australia. You go there, crickets. There was like 30 goddamn people there. Give me a fucking break. But 200 stab wounds will probably play next weekend, and there'll be 200. It just makes, what the fuck? Makes no goddamn sense. So don't give me this Cleveland's the fucking kings of metal over here, motherfuckers. Ain't king of shit. This city fucking sucks. So don't let any of them fucking convince you of that. I've been saying Cleveland sucks ass for years. And yeah, I said it, goddamn it. It sucks. Challenge anyone otherwise. Don't get me wrong, we've had some true devils. It's where I was born. It's where fucking technically hell's capital is because, we're not going to say Valley City. And also, I've had some awesome bands come out from the years. Not saying nothing came out of here, but it's the Kings and all the medalists are from there. Dude, Chicago sends it home on a fucking stretcher. I've never been to metal shows, but I know tons of people that have. People are like, dude, the metal scene's way bigger over there. LA? Give me a fucking break. LA's metal scene would fucking stomp all over the land. Norway? Sweden? Germany? Get the fuck out of here. Their metal scene fucking just stomps on it and fucking wipes their ass with our fucking shitty ass. The land, whatever it takes. Fucking the land sucks ass. Second question is, how did you learn to run a business? Didn't. Just fucking went with the flow. Press a CD. It cost roughly $1 to make. You sell them for 10. Pressed 1,000. You sold them all. When you sell them all, if you sell them all, you made $9,000. Did you ever take any classes, or did you just learn as it went on with firsthand experience? Correct them on, no blah blah. Sorry if these have been asked before. They kind of have, but they're pretty good, legitimate questions, and they haven't been asked too many times. And well, nothing else. It's a perfect question for the channel because it's literally answering questions directly about the business that I think could be educational, entertaining too, and just for the curious Georges out there, right? But no, none of us went to business school. The only person that even went to college was actually Chase. He went to Tri-C, which is kind of like, again, the land, kind of like, I don't want to dog it or nothing, kind of like a half-ass college in a sense, to where it's like, it's not like boarding school and anything like that. You kind of go to work, go home, and there's like night classes, etc. It's not like, you know what I mean, like you're probably not going to go to, I mean, I could be wrong on this, but you're probably not going to go to Tri-C if your goal is to be a high-end fucking doctor, you know what I mean? That's probably not where you'd go. I could be wrong on that, but that's just always the vibe I got. It's kind of like an easy to get into, like kind of like just you want to go to college at midway and you don't want to fucking spend $100,000 type of shit. So he did do that for, I forget what he even took up. It was some shit I don't even know anything about. It, some type of computers. But anyways, it had nothing to do with business. And then me and Eric, we just worked at a print shop. That was it. We didn't go to college at all. And the whole business thing, like to start your own business, I mean, again, we're not doing anything elaborate towards fucking the next Donald Trumps over here or any shit like that. But you're selling records and CDs. How hard is it to understand? Like, okay, a CD costs you whatever. You went wholesale. You got it for $8, and you sold them for $12. It's $4 markup. Like, what? It's just like it's not that hard to understand. Like that was just us. That's our mentality. We did. At LP, you got it for 15. If you sold them for 20, I'm not saying these are the costs or anything. These are just rough numbers. Just for simple sakes, you know what I mean? So whatever you got them for, mark them up. You know what I mean? I mean, you'd be like buy supplies and shit like that. I mean, but yeah, you kind of just go as you go. But we never went to business school or took like a business loan or anything. It was just us putting our personal money into it. This is a hobby just for fun, just out of passion. And it grew, and then got to the point we could quit our day jobs. We didn't, and then when we were able to spend more time on it, it grew even more. But yeah, and realistically, what we did, anyone could fucking do. It's just time, commitment, and passion. And the biggest thing is, with anything in fucking this life, and I use this line all the time when people will talk about working out and shit, is consistency. I see some guys that like, I want to lose weight, and they got 60 pounds to lose, and they want to lose, like, I want to lose it by summertime, and we're literally in the month of April. I'm like, dude, you need a good year of solid, Consistency. 7 days a week, 30 days a month, 365 days a year of training, cardio, and diet consistently. Not this, I went for 2 days, fall off the wagon shit. I cheated on my diet here and there. It's consistency. And yeah, it won't take that long. If you had 60 pounds to lose, about a year. I could definitely get you there in a year. No doubt about it. But it's like, but that's the same with building a business or whatever, or just doing it. You have a band. If you're trying to build up a band, it's consistency, the day in, day out, year on, year in. And what happens is most people get bored. They think the grass is greener on the other side. Pick something you fucking enjoy and just be consistent. And theoretically, why are you getting bored if you enjoy it? If you're passionate about it, why are you getting bored? Why are you throwing the towel? That's because you're taking, what happens is in that sense, because you're taking it for granted. You're thinking there's something out there better. Like I would have been better off if I did whatever I did, whatever. I don't know what the fuck people are into these days, especially when it comes to like trying to, if they're thinking about for making money. Like, well, what else did you want to do? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, assuming you didn't want to do a 9 to 5 like everybody else, like you're sick of selling these records or whatever. Oh, well, okay, what do you prefer to do then, dude? What's going to be so much fucking better? A lot of that's just taking it for granted, like people do just in life, because that's just human nature, right? Well, that's it for this one, Devils. Comments, questions, concerns, you know what the fuck to do. Put in the comments box. Answer bright and early in the morning, as always, 6 a.m. Later, goddammit.